Now, we all should know by now that this lady lied about her degree. That's just what it is. All those excuses she gave was just straight garbage. She's lying about her degree. She is not a doctor. Now, anybody who still believes she's a doctor and she just doesn't want to show us, my friend Joe Clark has a question for you.
You smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
And the thing about it, I have no idea why she lied about it. She could have did exactly what she's doing right now without that degree and she would have been just fine. But that's not even the point of this video. This video is about the fact that I believe she's just a liar in general. See, at first I thought she was just lying about her degrees, but I think she just lies about whatever. You know those people who just lie because it's Tuesday? I think she's one of them. And let me explain what I'm talking about. I'm watching this clip from the Joe Budden podcast, and one of the hosts asked her, what is your flaw? What is something that is keeping you from being in a relationship? And she looked in the camera and said, this foolishness.
It's been that I will leave. And I've had every single man, even both my fiancés, say, I don't care if you get mad, I don't care if you go off, I don't care what you do, and I'm gonna even go a step further, and y'all could, feel how you feel about it. I've even had, men say, I don't even care if you step out. All I'm asking is that you don't leave me.
Look at this dude's face right here after she said it. Look at his face. Do you think he believes this? This lady is lying. We all know men can't handle their woman cheating on them. We all know that. This lady is basically trying to get us to believe that not only did one man tell her she can go cheat and that's fine, just come home. She said 2 men did it. 2 men told her that she can go cheat as long as she comes home. And the way she's always talking, you would think that these were some high value men or some decent men. So you're trying to tell me that 2 decent to good men who've already asked to marry you because you said they were your fiancés, they told you that you could go out and cheat on them as long as you come back so they can marry you? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Is that what you're trying to convince this audience? That is a lie, people. And not only is that a lie, that's a horrible lie, because who's going to believe that? No man told her that. You got to remember, this is the same lady who's been telling everybody how to handle their relationships or how to deal with their relationships, then went on Paul Pierce's podcast and said this.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
We got her.
We've dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years?
Yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years, and it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct.
He
wants a relationship.
She done kept him on the side until she figured out if it's something better. I see where this is going.
Paul Pierce is absolutely correct. This lady is supposed to be a relationship expert, giving people relationship advice, and at the same time, she's over here in this supposedly 5-year situationship with some supposedly immature man who is in love with her. But instead of breaking it off with him, she's gonna keep wasting his time, jerking him around, because as long as she's getting what she wants, she doesn't care about what's going on with him. That is the exact same thing y'all tell men not to do. Why is it okay that she's doing it? If I was dealing with a woman who was in love with me and I knew I had no intentions of being with her, but the sex was good, I would still leave her alone because I don't want to waste that lady's time. I want her to go off and find somebody else because I'm not the one. That is what an emotionally mature person would do, but not her. She keeps spinning the block knowing she has no intention to be with this man. She's 40 something. This lady isn't 20, still having 5-year situationships, but at the same time talking about how she wants to be married. This is ridiculous. But I said all that just to say it doesn't even matter because she's lying about the whole thing anyways. I don't even believe her. I think she just made that thing up because Paul Pierce put her on the spot. There are rumors that this woman is gay. I don't know if those are true or not, but I do not believe that story about her and that guy. I think that it's another one of her lies. I don't believe this 5-year situationship story. I do not believe the whole 2 fiancés story. I definitely don't believe she has those degrees. I believe the situationship guy and those 2 fiancés, those 3 guys are hiding out somewhere with those 3 degrees. That's what I believe. And I'm pretty sure if I went through all of her videos, all of the content she has floating around, I'd find a bunch of more lies because I believe this lady is just a liar. The worst type of liar in the world is the one that lies for no reason. She didn't have to lie about those degrees. She didn't have to lie about those fiancés. She didn't have to lie about the situationship, but she did it anyways. And those people are the worst. I am not saying it's okay to lie when you're caught cheating or something like that, but it's more understandable because you're caught cheating and you're trying to get out of it. That makes sense. You're lying for a reason. She lies for no reason whatsoever. And I'm telling you, those are the people you got to stay away from. And I'm not going to lie to you. I do agree with a lot of the stuff that she talks about, but she does say some crazy stuff too. Like she went on that pastor show and told single people that they should get in the bathtub butt naked and take a bath together to see how disciplined they are.
And let me say this, I'm also talking to unmarried people because
Don't get in that bathtub.
If you
Don't
have,
y'all get in that bathtub.
listen, if you have the true essence of discipline,
Yeah, no, they ain't got it.
But there are some men that do.
Yes, Miss Bryant, and those men are 97 years old and their penis hasn't moved in 10 years. Those are the only men who can do that. Matter of fact, there are women out there who can't do that. They will be struggling in that tub just as much as the man. There are other ways to find out if a man has discipline outside of getting in a tub butt naked with them. This is why I'm thinking she really might be a lesbian, because only 2 women would do something like that. Get in the bathtub butt naked so they can feel each other's essence. Well, if you get in that bathtub with a man, you're gonna feel something, alright, and it ain't gonna be his essence. So y'all can keep following this lady all y'all want, listening to her advice. That's fine. I'm just telling you, I don't like liars, and this woman is a liar. But she'll be just fine. A lot of y'all don't care about liars. Derek Jackson was the biggest liar of them all, and he's doing just fine. So as long as she gets back to saying whatever they want to hear, she'll be alright. And I always say, you can listen to their words, but you always have to watch their actions. And any woman who will go to an event dressed like this, number 1, does not take her professional career seriously. Number 2, isn't looking for marriage. And number 3, damn sure ain't a doctor. But I could be wrong. Maybe she is a doctor and she does have those degrees. I don't care either way. I'm done talking about it, because this lady here made a great point about Dr. Bryant's last post she made on Instagram.
The minute somebody pulls out a bikini instead of a diploma, the conversation is over.
It's so crazy because men always come back. Like, it is literally scientifically proven. And if it's not scientifically proven, then this is my thesis. Men always come back. It don't matter what the you did to them.
Somebody done told you wrong.
You could tell them that their mother's a whore and she actually is a whore. They're gonna be pissed, they'll be back. You can kick them in the nuts and then spit on them, they'll be back. But for some reason, whenever they do go, there is a small part of you in your brain that's like, oh my gosh, what if he'll be back? They're always gonna come back.
Alright, which one of you simps let this girl put you through hell and y'all kept coming back? Because apparently something like that had to happen for her to come online and say something as crazy as this. Because this is so ridiculous, I don't even know what to do with it. Lady, I don't know who you've been dealing with, I don't know what your situation is, but what you are saying is insane. Just because you found a guy who lost his testicles, please do not come out in this dating world trying that on somebody else. You will get left so quick it wouldn't even be funny. Now, I'm not here as an enemy, I'm here as a friend. I'm trying to help you out before you go out there thinking that this is just the way life works, because not only will you get your feelings hurt doing the stuff you're talking about, you're gonna get hurt, period. Talking about kicking some man in the nuts. You kick the wrong man in the nuts and you're gonna need a hospital, lady. I'm really trying to help you out. So you gotta get rid of that thinking, lady, because it ain't gonna do you no good.
Okay, TikTok family, let me know what y'all think. So I went on a date the other day and we went to the movies. After the date was over, I said, it was in a little complex plaza thing with other stores. Target was the only store that was open. I said, I'm going to run to Target because I was on my last roll of toilet tissue and I needed a few other essential items. So when we leave the movie theater, I was like, I think I'm going to run to Target like to get a couple things. He's like, oh, like, what do you need to get? I'm like, I need soap, I need tissue and something else. Like, I'm literally just going to get those things. It was already late. This isn't about to be that type of thing. So he walks into my car, we get to the car, I'm like, okay, like, what are you about to do? You about to go home? He's like, yeah, okay. I was like, all right, well, I am gonna go to the Target, whatever. So he's like, okay, let me know when you get home. So I posted on Threads because I was like, does he hate me? Not literally, but I wanted him to be like, oh, okay, I'll go with you to Target. Not so he could pay for what I purchased. And, you know, people on Threads was like, oh, why are you even at Target? We're boycotting Target. He probably knew you was going to be in Target for an hour. He didn't want to spend any more money. He already spent money on the date. I was like, bro, I literally just wanted to spend more time with him. So I was a little disappointed, like, that he didn't initiate, like, oh, sure, I'll go with you to Target. Like, I was inching to it. Maybe I could have been more direct and been like, do you want to come with me to Target? I'm only getting a couple things. And left it at that. So, like, do y'all understand what I'm saying?
You know what's so funny about this video? She did a lot of talking and literally said exactly what needed to be done right there at the end. Why didn't you just ask him to come to Target with you? It was a very simple solution. See, if you would have just tried that, you wouldn't have had to go on Threads and post anything about him, which I think is insane, and the reason why a lot of men don't want to date anyways, because everything y'all do goes online. On top of that, you wouldn't have had to go through all of the mental gymnastics trying to figure out if he likes you or not, when you could have just asked him the question right then and there. Because the last thing he want to do is be that guy hanging around too long when you really just wanted to be alone. And on top of him knowing if he was going to be bothering you or not going in the store with you when you just wanted to be alone, knowing how things have changed and it's 2026, there's a good chance that you would have wanted him to pay for your items. So it could have been that too, but honestly, I believe the man probably just didn't want to bother you because he felt it's probably something you wanted to do by yourself. Honestly, I don't know, and neither do you because you didn't ask him. So because the person in this whole story who knew the answer to the question was you were the one that should have asked him would he like to come into the store with you? It's really that simple. A lot of you women do this stuff to yourself. It was a very easy way to handle that, and you chose the hard way, and that's something you women been doing for years, so I don't think it's gonna change today. But to answer your question, you should have just asked him. Please like the video and leave a comment. I love listening to what you guys have to say, and don't forget to hit that hype button because it really helps me out with the algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.